How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here with a brand new Let's Play of the game Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Now, if you guys are not familiar with either of those two games, welcome aboard. Now, this game is going to be a crossover between the two, and if you guys are fans of Professor Layton games and you're not quite sure who Phoenix Wright is, or vice versa, if you guys are huge fans of the Phoenix Wright series, but you're not too sure about Professor Layton, this is the Let's Play for you, because you're going to get elements of both games. We're going to have the courtroom scenes from Phoenix Wright, and we're going to get a lot of puzzle solving from Professor Layton. Now, I want to give shout-outs to Nintendo for hooking me up with a copy of the game and putting me on Team Wright. Now, you guys can see over there, there's a little hashtag. Do me a favor, if you guys are going to be supporting the series, definitely tweet out hashtag Team Wright. We've got a little rivalry going on between Team Wright versus Team Layton, and we definitely want to win. So I'm going to need your help, all the subscribers of the Abdallah Nation, to help out with that. So without further ado, let's jump into this game. Let's see how the crossover is going to happen, and let's see what kind of elements from both games are going to be in this one. So let's jump on in. Here we go. All right, now this game has been out in Japan since 2012, November. The game's also been out in Europe, I want to say March 2014. So this is the US release of it. Now it's actually in stores right now, along with the Nintendo eShop. So literally, go buy the game and play it along with me. It'll be very awesome. With that being said, also, the whole game, if you're not familiar with either of the two games, it's pretty much a visual novel. There's not that much action, per se, like a platformer like Mario or Sonic. It's more pretty much watching and engaging with the characters and learning all the storylines and backstories of all the characters involved. So let's jump on in and let's do this. All right, here we go. Let's start a brand new game. Okay, enter a name that will be displayed. All right, we're going to name Abdallah, which is my name. And luckily for us, there's 10 characters. That's pretty generous. I remember in the old Pokemon games, there was only like, 7 characters that you could put for a name? Anyway, this is a work of fiction. The characters, groups, and events portrayed are in no way tied to the real world. So just in case you guys thought this game is real, it's not. None of this stuff's real. It's all fiction. All right, here we go.
If anything happens to me, go and see this man. He should be able to help.
Ooh. Go and see this man. Who is this man, and what are these things?
Lots of witches.
Whoa, yeah, right.
No, that's impossible!
That's crazy. Turning statues into real life.
Go without me. Quickly. Get going. Oh.
Huh? Well, what do we have here?
Wow. How did his car end up in a tree? That's crazy. Alright, apparently we're popping open this book, and we are in prologue on a dark and stormy night. Oh, wow, do you guys see that handprint on there?
What the blazes? How on earth did a vehicle end up on top of that tree?
I don't know. To be honest, that's
Blimey.
pretty crazy.
This is be a tough nut to crack. There is one man I know who could get to the bottom of this.
Oh yeah, and who might that be?
Did you say witches, Professor?
That's right. People in the Middle Ages very much believed in their existence. That is the reason why they had witch trials. Do you see?
Witch trials? Did witches really exist in those days?
Witch trials, huh? Who the heck is this little girl?
Well, my boy, witch trials certainly existed, although nobody ever truly used magic. Witches were nothing more than superstition and legend.
Wow, look, it's really
Oh
like them.
yeah, there we go.
Come on,
Maya.
take a look.
Maya Fey, look. And Phoenix Wright.
I know you're excited, Maya, but can a guy get a few last Z's in?
And the Phoenix
This
Wright
is no
music in the
time to be
background. Come on,
sleeping.
tell me that's
you
not
won't
fan
win in an
service. That's
English
awesome.
court of law with that attitude.
This trip is just an exchange visit courtesy of the Legal League of Attorneys. I won't be defending in court officially.
Aw, well that's no fun.
No, Maya, don't do that. Oh my god.
You know you're always at your best when working under pressure, but who can say how things would go over here?
I wish you wouldn't talk like that. You only jinx the whole thing.
Yikes. What is this flying thing? Well, there we have it. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Sounds almost like a fighting game. Like I can imagine, you know, Phoenix Wright just objection. Professor Layton just like throwing Luke at him.
The rain doesn't seem to want to stop. It's a bit unusual for this time of year, don't you think?
I agree, Luke. But I believe it is easing off a little now, so it should clear up soon.
I hope it does clear up soon, especially the lightning.
Afraid of lightning, I take it?
Of course not. I'm not a little kid, you know.
He's not a little kid. How old is Luke? Like 11?
It's just that I hate how it flashes suddenly and takes me by surprise.
Alright, so it looks like not everything is narrated. That's fine, so I'll narrate it for you guys, for those of you guys who are just listening. Alright, then let's wait a while for it to settle. Luke, I have just the thing to take your mind off it. Take a look on the bookshelf. The bookshelf? What's on the bookshelf? You'll know when you find it. Do you recall our usual method of investigation? Of course I do. Oh, I expected as much. But just to be sure, let's have a refresher. We use a magnifying glass for investigation. This will appear automatically. Slide the stylus along the touchscreen to move the magnifying glass around. The secret is to slide the stylus as if drawing a line. While moving the magnifying glass, it sometimes will appear orange. When this happens, give the touchscreen a light tap. Doing so will investigate the point in question. In addition to important information, there are also puzzles and hint coins waiting to be found. Hint coins will become invaluable later on when tackling difficult puzzles. Okay, let's give it a try. Touch and slide on the touchscreen, then give a light tap to investigate. This technique can be used to investigate points of interest, right? Now, let's investigate the bookshelf. Alright, so I remember in the very first Professor Layton game, there wasn't any hints as to if you were onto something, like any glowing orange. You literally had to like tap all over the screen. I'm glad that they fixed that. So we're using the whole thing like in Miracle Mask, I would say. I like that. Okay, so apparently when it's flashing and it's shining like that, then that means that there's a hint coin there. So let's do that. Let's look over here too. It doesn't look as if the rain will cease anytime soon. You can even hear thunder in the distance. The weather's unusually bad today. It may be best to wait until the sky clears up a bit before leaving my office. Alright, and it looks like whenever we investigate something and make it orange and we do the little dialogue, then it goes away. So we can do a dialogue about this tea over here. Your tea is extraordinarily fragrant, Professor. You like my impression of Luke there? You have a discerning nose, Luke. I got this special Darjeeling blend from the University Chancellor. A gentleman's love for tea is pure, strong, and everlasting, I guess. Alright, I don't need that. Give me another hint coin. Oh. There you go. 3 hint coins? Alright, let's go. We could look at this couch, too. I wouldn't call it comfortable, but it will suffice for a quick nap. Napping on the couch is bad for you, Professor. Your neck will hurt. When I think about the paper I need to finish writing when I go home, staying here seems very appealing. Now, you'll notice if you guys have never played a Professor Layton game before, this is paying a pretty good homage to what the game's all about. It's taking the magnifying glass, investigating all sorts of little stuff, and finding clues, and then playing puzzles. Alright, this spiky fossil looks somewhat cool. It's a rare, valuable fossil, Luke. Professor, please take me with you next time you go exploring ancient ruins. Alright, time for the bookshelf. Isn't this a picture book? Wow, I wouldn't have expected you to have a picture book, Professor. Wait a second. That's right, my boy. There's a puzzle hidden within that book. I should have known. You even have puzzles hidden in your books. Alright then, Luke, why not see if you can solve this one? Naturally, after all, I am your apprentice. Now, that's also part of the Professor Layton series if you've never played one of the games. It's, you know, you go and talk to someone, and then out of nowhere, here's a puzzle. And then it's like, okay, thanks for the puzzle, buddy. How is that even possible? Like, Professor Layton, like, spends at least a year, like, planting all these little puzzles within books and all over the town, and... Alright, let's not think about that. We gotta solve this puzzle here. A light witch and a dark witch are trying to fly back home to their castles. Each castle is colored to match each witch. Their way home is connected by colorful paths of light. Touching one of the paths will cause all that color to disappear. Help the witches find the right path to their respective castles by removing the unwanted paths. Touching a color path will remove all the paths for that specific color. Remember, the light witch lives in the white castle and the dark witch lives in the black castle. The witches travel on any colorful path they encounter as they fly up. Okay, so we have to remove some of them, right? See if you can just touch them. Okay, and then you can go to Memo, and you can kind of, like, draw on it. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow, get rid of that. Now, let's go back. Let's see. Let's try to get rid of the green one right off the bat. Let's see what that does. We'll go to Memo. Let's see, so this one will have to go up here. And I think this one's... Right, forgive me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, then this one goes to the dark one, so that's definitely not it. Alright, let's see this. Okay, so we got rid of green and blue. No, we don't need a hint. Don't flash that hint at me. Alright, let's try this really quick. Okay, so the white, which will go up, over... See, we're gonna solve this... What? Am I missing something here? Up, over... The white one has to go... Oh, that's right, because I'm crossing across that one. Here, let's try again. Here, so it's like this. That's right. Okay, good. Now, how about you? You're gonna go across this one. Okay, see, that's what I thought. Done and done. Erase this, and let's submit it. See, that's what I thought. Easy. That really wasn't that bad.
This is my answer.
Good job, Luke.
I did it!
We earned 20 picarats. Or pea-carrots. I'm going to call it picarat. Outstanding! Both witches managed to come across the colorful paths to find their way home. Yay! First puzzle done. Excellent. Well done, Luke! That was a piece of cake. I can solve harder puzzles than that. I'm pleased to hear that, Luke. It was a charming little puzzle, though, like straight out of a fairy tale. If only the witches of the Middle Ages were as jolly as the ones in this picture book. Yes, indeed. Well, it looks as if the rain is about to stop. Shall we prepare to go home? Okay, Professor. Now, where did I put my umbrella? Huh? Professor, I think we have a visitor. At this late hour, I can't say I've been expecting anybody. I'll go and see who it is. Dun dun dun! Who is it? Ooh, is it our friend from the previous cutscene? Alright, yes it is. Hello! Who are you? Are you Mr. Herschel Layton? How'd you know my first name? Yes, indeed I am. My dear young lady, how may I be of assistance? I have been asked to give you a letter. Please, could you read this? This letter, it's from Carmine. Carmine? Who's Carmine? He was a student of mine a number of years ago, and if I recall correctly, he is now a detective. Wow, a detective? About Carmine. Yes? Well, I'm sorry. It appears there may be a matter of some considerable importance with this letter. Let's read it right away, Professor.
Dear Professor, it has been a long time. There is so much I would like to tell you, but at present I do not have the time. My life is in danger. I am being chased by something terrifying, and I am not sure whether I can escape. It all started in a town called Labyrinthia, a mysterious town, one that you will not find on any map.
A town called Labyrinthia.
I found myself there during the course of an investigation. While I was there, a series of unbelievable events occurred right before my eyes. I realized the town held a mysterious secret and decided to get to the bottom of it. But before I could, they found me. I escaped from Labyrinthia with a young woman by the name of Espella. It was my belief that she held the key to solving the secret of that town. It is not me they are pursuing, it is Espella. As such, I am asking you to help her. Labyrinthia hides an ominous mystery. This is one puzzle that appears to be beyond my powers to solve. I apologize for imposing on you in this way. Your faithful student, Carmine Accidenti.
Carmine Accidenti. Carmine Accidenti? He did get into a car accident. Whoa, car? Carmine Accident? Accidenti? Clever name there, Nintendo. Good times. All right. Well, I never. Professor? Am I right in assuming that you are Espella to whom Carmine is referring? Yes, I am. Tell me, what on earth happened? I'm afraid I'm not entirely sure. It seems as if we're being chased relentlessly. They caught up with us, and we were attacked. As a result, Carmine was injured. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. He bravely did his best to ensure that I escaped safely. I beg you, please help him. Please help that brave man. You mustn't worry about him, Espella. Knowing Carmine as I do, I'm sure he'll be all right. But ever since I've known him, he's always been in some difficult situation or other, and he's never failed to win through. More importantly, at the moment, I'm frankly more concerned with your safety, Espella. You're concerned about me? According to this letter, the one they're after is you. Are you certain that you're all right? You weren't injured at all? Me? No, I'm fine, really. I think you better take a rest, even if it's just for a little while. Your clothes are all wet, too. I'll go and find you a dry towel. Thank you. You're really too kind. It's no trouble at all. As soon as you're more comfortable, we can sit down and talk. Professor? Professor? If what was written in that letter is true, yes, indeed, it means this young lady is in real danger. And it also means that her pursuers might even come to this office in search of her. I'll go and lock the door. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. At any rate, we'll need to talk to Espella and find out what this is really about. Mysteries! Dun dun dun! Alright. Join Professor Layton and revisit some of the story's major mysteries. Touch a mystery to view it. Strange girl. A strangely dressed young girl suddenly appeared asking Professor Layton for help. It would seem she is being pursued by someone or something. A spell appeared at my study full of fear. I do not know who she is or where she has come from, but I wish to help her. Interesting. Well, this makes a great stopping point for the very first episode of the series. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for being a part of #Team Wright and watching the first episode of this awesome series. Now, do me a favor, go ahead to the eShop, download the game, head to your local game retailer and purchase the game and play along with me. It'll be awesome. If you guys are enjoying the series, by all means, click on that like button, share the video with a friend, and by all means, take a look right above me. There's going to be an annotation for the Nintendo promo video that #Team Wright myself made for you guys. So definitely click that and help support it. It'll be really awesome. It's a video that kind of shows that all the fans of Team Wright, or all the fans of Phoenix Wright, are definitely going to have a fun time with this game, even though they probably don't know too much about Professor Layton. So it's an awesome video. Go check it out. And by all means, if you guys want more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you on the next one.